What's going on, honey? Oh my goodness. Have you all been watching the Married to Medicine? Oh, let me tell you. At first I really wasn't sure about this show. I was like, okay, you know what? We've already seen the Atlanta scene. We know what the Atlanta girls are like. And then on top of that, there's this show where there's all these beautiful black intelligent women, and then there's this, one white woman who's just as beautiful. But we're like, okay, we've seen this before. But okay, after watching it a few times, I was like, but let me tell you, okay, it was juicy last week. What day was that? I don't know, April, like last week. I can't even think. I'm so sorry, you guys. I should do more research. But it was juicy. Okay, Mariah. Okay, there's the characters are Mariah, Toya, Quad, Carrie, and the other two doctors that are actually women doctors. They're not really significant right now because I'm talking about the drama. Okay, other two are trying to be drama free. We ain't worried about them. But basically, okay, Mariah's husband was, she's throwing a party for her husband, and so was Carrie throwing a party for her husband, which is the white chick. Carrie's the white girl. So they throw a party at Carrie's party and her husband's party, and Toya has been going back saying things about Mariah's daughter. Mariah's daughter is not her husband's original biological daughter. He adopted her, after they got married or whatnot. Whatever the case may be with their situation, they're happy, they're fine, okay? But Toya is talking smitty smack at the beauty shop. Now, you know how beauty shop talk is. We get together, we talk smitty smack, we talk about each other's issues, we talk, there's some praise and worship going on in the beauty shop. There's gossip going on in the beauty shop, and there's all kind of crap going on in the beauty shop. People hair getting broke off and overpriced hairdos and just over processed stuff going on in the beauty shop. But let me tell you, Toya was talking about Mariah's situation with her daughter, and that's a very sensitive subject. I mean, for anybody. If you're going to marry somebody and they're willing to adopt your child that doesn't belong to them, I commend them. I'm going to give a hand clap to Mariah's husband, because not only is he Indian, and Mariah's black, but not that that's really an issue, but it's a rare thing. I am from the South, which is where Atlanta is, and I don't think I've ever seen an Indian and an African American get together, which I think is phenomenal. It's amazing, okay? And not only did, make a long story short, Toya is talking about Mariah's situation with her daughter, and basically, Mariah hears about it from her sister. So Mariah's already heated because, she's like, okay, she started talking about my daughter, and then just so happens at the party, Mariah's mother comes up to Toya and tells her about how, how disrespectful she's been to Mariah. Now, I don't remember all the details. All I know is that when Toya tries to confront Mariah at the party, which is the most worst thing you could do, how are you going to confront someone about an incident at the party? You should wait until after the party to discuss things like that. But did she do that? No. She decides to take it upon her little messy self, because if you look at the last few episodes, Toya was really, really going in on Quad about her engagement. But, that's another commentary. But Toya is just, you already know. If you watch the first few episodes, Toya is known as being messy. So, Mariah's mother goes to Toya at the party and says, hey, your mother, tried to go in on me, and I don't appreciate that, And so Mariah's like, we're not going to talk about people's mamas. Mariah's a little off the chain. But what I realize is, sidetrack, sometimes I kind of go sidetrack, so just follow me on this, okay? Altogether, from what I'm grasping, is all these chicks are like a little clique, and Mariah is supposedly the nucleus, and that's what she calls herself, the nucleus, okay? But my thing is, they're all from Tennessee, so they all kind of have this bond of Tennessee, because Mariah even made a little, she made a little comment to, what's her name, Shanice, one of the female doctors. I don't know her name because, I mean, the drama is not coming from them. Again, I say, she makes a comment to her about, oh, what happened to my girl from Tennessee? You changed. So basically, they're all from Tennessee. If you're really, really reading between the lines and get the dish, get the tea, as they say in Atlanta, get the tea. Anyway, so Toya goes to Mariah and lets Mariah let her know, hey, your mama went in on me and I don't appreciate that. And so Mariah's like, okay, we're not going to talk about people's mamas. And so then LaToya just kept edging on the situation. You know, hey, your mama went in. But see, Mariah already knows that Toya was talking about her baby and the situation with her marriage and how her husband married, you know, basically adopted her child, you know. And it's just, you know, that's not everybody's business to know. Everybody doesn't need to know things like that, you know. And for you to be able to know that, that means apparently Mariah has entrusted you with this information, and now it's just the tea at the beauty shop, which I think is just trifling. Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me, salon. Anyway, if you know about the hair world, you know you can't say beauty shop, okay? Sorry. At the salon. But make a long story short, Married to Medicine is just a trip. Mariah tells Toya, starts flicking her hair. She says, honey, I am too cute to be having this conversation with you at my husband's birthday party. And baby, that did something to Toya, because Toya took her drink and threw it at Mariah's face. Mariah said, oh, what? Mariah took her beautifully clutched cocktail bag and slammed it and hit Toya across the face. Next thing you know, we got doctors' wives fighting in ball gowns. I just was waiting for somebody to get pushed into that pool, baby. I wanted somebody to get pushed into the pool. That's all I wanted, baby. All I know is I had me a glass of wine with my homegirls. We do it every Sunday. We watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. And then, of course, this new Doctors Married to Medicine. That's just something that's new that's starting out. So we kind of just watched it. Baby, it was extra juicy. Baby, Mariah was on it. Do you hear me? I saw Toya try to get a few licks in. She had that girl hair was like boom, boom. But she tried. But baby, Mariah had grips on that hair. They kept saying, let go, Mariah, let go. They was fighting, baby. Baby, Mariah's fur flew off. All you saw was weave and sequins, baby. Okay? I was like, wow, this was off the chain. I was like, oh my goodness. Oh, girl. I mean, honey, y'all should have seen it. If you saw it, then you know what I'm talking about. It was off the hinges. They don't say that anymore, but whatever. All I know is, and then Carrie, trifling behind, makes it all about her. You know, oh my God, I just don't understand what's going on. It's happening in my home. I don't believe this is happening in my home. You know, I invite these ladies to my home, and they come, and they just, you know, this is supposed to be a private, a wonderful affair. I mean, this is not who we are all about. And I'm like, girl, shut up, please. Because if you were a real friend, you would have been sitting there talking smack with Toya about Mariah, who wrote you a check on half of the expenses for the party. Now, true indeed, Mariah and her husband were 2 hours late. Okay, but the fact of the matter is, regardless, she helped you pay for that party, and I don't think it was right for you to sit there and talk negatively about her in front of Mariah's guests. No, she should have been on time. I understand that, but if you're gonna be a friend, be a friend. I don't understand what happened to loyalty. You know, I believe friendship, it involves loyalty. How can you be a friend to someone when you're not even loyal to them? And when I say loyal, I mean if you have an altercation with them, or someone else in the clique has an issue with them, you know what? You stand up here and say, you know, that's my girl. I don't know what your issues are with her, but If you have an issue with her, I think you should address it with her. And that's the way you cut that off, baby, because why engage in negativity? If y'all, okay, Mariah and Carrie, that threw the party together for their husbands, they've known each other for 4 years. You know, they have some longevity there. But for her to sit there and talk negatively about Mariah to Toya, which is the person she fought with, I think that was just totally out of line. There's no loyalty whatsoever, you know. And at the end of the day, you know, I felt that was very trifling of Carrie. And then Carrie had the audacity to throw Mariah out of her house. Now, I understand the whole fighting thing, but if you're going to throw anybody out, I think she should have thrown Toya out. If you're going to throw one, throw out the other. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know next episodes are going to talk about Toya, them talking to Toya and asking Toya, hey, you know, how much did you contribute to this issue? You know, because you don't just break out and fight for no reason at a beautiful event as that. This was a black tie attire. Everybody had on sequins and gloves and costume jewelry and whatever. You know, you had burlesque chicks, you know, with the little sequins and shaking their shimmy with the feathers. I mean, this was a beautiful event. And for honey, baby, them girls, they was up at in the hood. Baby, you thought they were serving Boom Farms and Mad Dog the way they went down. I mean, oh my God. You know, this is an event where you serve, you know, Pinot Grigio and, you know, cocktails and, you know, hors d'oeuvres. Baby, when Mariah and Toya started fighting, you would think they were serving some, you know, some Smokies with barbecue sauce and some beer and a card table. I was ready to see some dominoes and a card table fly across the pool area. I don't know. But all I know is it was crazy. And at first I really wasn't sure about this show because I'm like, this looks like a total failure. Bravo, what are you doing? But then after this episode that just came last week, I mean, today is the 20th. So this was last Sunday that this came out. So what if you have your calendars? I can't think right now, but today is the 20th. So the the following Sunday was, I mean, the past Sunday was this episode. But baby, all I know is it was off the chain, and I just couldn't believe that these women were fighting like this. But hey, you could take the hood, you could take the woman out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out the woman. But you know what? People say that as a negative thing, and I beg to differ, because let me tell you something. There is one thing about having street smart and book smart, being book smart. You know, it's good to have both, because you know, you can have your intelligence as far as books and knowing, you know, being intellectual and knowing what to say, how to say it, where to say it, when to say it. But then you have that hood where it's like, no. I know you playing games. I know what that means. And baby, don't try me. I may be smart. I may be intelligent. I may be able to mingle with the best. But don't come at me sideways, because you will get dealt with. And I can understand that. Yeah. Anywho, this is your girl April from a plus size point of view. And I hope you enjoy this commentary. It may be a little wordy for some, but for most, hey, this is who I am. Get at me. Put down your comments or whatever. Hey, feel free to say whatever you want to say to add to this. What do y'all think about the Married to Medicine commentary? I mean, the Married with Medicine reality show. What do y'all think about it? I mean, at first I wasn't sure about it, but now I'm like, this is becoming pretty intriguing. What's going to happen next? Now, we're not going to get on Atlanta Housewives, honey. Did y'all see that reunion? You know, it was 3 parts. So yeah, I saw the first and the second one was last week. Also, the second part of the reunion was last week as well, because that came on before the Married to Medicine. But honey, did y'all see Kenya with that fan, baby? You know what? I didn't like Kenya at first, but baby, Kenya is giving me life right now, honey. That was hilarious. I'm gonna get me a fan. You know what? Let me tell you something. I used to carry a fan with me all the time, because I live in Texas. It's hot, baby. And if you're outside or you're doing certain things, you're trying to be nice, people like to hold stuff outside in Texas. Why? You know, it's 100 degrees in the summertime, okay? And people want to hold functions and stuff outside and everything. So I started carrying me a fan. My favorite color, one of them last year, was purple. So I had me a purple fan. But anyway, see how I sidetrack y'all? Y'all please forgive me. I kind of go way over there when I'm supposed to be right here. But baby, Kenya was giving me life, honey. I can definitely understand the whole fan thing. Basically, it's called tuning your butt out. I'm tuning you out. Did you see how Portia tried to go in with the Google talking about the real first Miss America, Miss USA? What, baby? I loved how Kenya came back and said, when Andy said, "Are you gonna respond to her what she said?" And Kenya's like, "No."